Hello world and welcome back to Exploration Rocks. This is going to be my first video for this channel, and what we've got today, I am in the mountains to the west of Utah Lake. These mountains are called the Lake Mountains, or Lake Mountain I should say. Just to the west of Provo, for those of you who aren't familiar with Utah or very limited familiarity with Utah, that's south of Salt Lake City, which is, where they hosted the 2002 Winter Olympics. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of how to find this place. Anyway, what we've got here is a mine that I'm going to explore. Now, I'm not going to share the location of this mine because let me show you what we're working with here. So here's the mine, and that's the shaft right there. That is at least a 45-degree angle, and in some places it looks a little bit steeper. So it's not someplace that kids should be playing, or maybe even teenagers should be going. So I'm not going to share the location, but we are going to go in there, and I'm going to make a little plug right now for safety first and a little disclaimer. So here we go. I'm going to do my best impression at a responsible adult, which I'm usually not. Exploring mines is dangerous. You can die pretty easily. Don't go in them if you are not prepared, or if you don't have a will, or you haven't said goodbye. But all joking aside, there are a few rules that I follow when doing this kind of thing. First of all, I don't ever go into a mine if no one knows where I'm at. That's rule number one. You just don't do it. Mark it on your map. Come back to it. Number two, I don't go into a mine unless I'm prepared. And by prepared, I mean that I've researched it. I know what they were mining. I know how long ago it was mined, or at least how long ago it was last active. Newer mines have better standards, are less prone to cave-ins and things of that nature. Also, you really want to know what they were mining, because that will tell you, or at least give you an idea of the kind of dangers you can face in there. A lot of the old mines had gases and things like that that will kill you without even realizing that you're about to die. So that's number two. Don't go in unless you're prepared, and do some research. Figure out where that mine was, what it was called. All these mines, okay, well, maybe not all of them. The vast majority of these mines need to be documented. There are records, should be records. And if you can't find the one that you found, you can most likely find something near it that will give you a picture of what you're likely to face. Number three, test as you go. I like to poke at the roof. I like to see how easily things crumble as I go. I don't go in there banging away, throwing things, just being all... You got to be cautious, all right? If you're going to do this, be smart about it. Now, I'm never going to recommend anybody go into these mines. In fact, I'm going to tell you not to, because I don't want you to get hurt. I love doing this, so there's that's something that my wife has to live with, I guess. This is what I do for fun. So, with all that said, and all joking aside, you got to be careful. Follow those rules. Come up with your own rules, buddy systems. Now, none of my buddies ever want to go out with me, so I do this alone all the time, which I will be the first to admit is not smart. I always let my wife know exactly where I'm going with the coordinates. I tend to set time frames of where she can hear from me. Back when the beta was going on, I had Starlink. I don't anymore because that beta ended. But hopefully when they launch it fully, I'll be able to text from anywhere in the mountains, which will, I think, give her a little bit more peace of mind. So anyway, with all that said, I'm going to start a new video because this one's getting long. We'll call this one a disclaimer. And let's go see what we find in there. We'll see you in the next video.